I'm a 5-time world MMA champion who's fought in the cage for the last 20 years. I've taken my share of hits, but nothing keeps me down.
I know I lost my memory, but just have to build a new one, right? I'm here, and I'm alive, and I'm still gonna push forward, and still gonna just drive on, and still gonna be that lion.
He lost his eye, got hit by a semi, lost his memory. Memory this, there ain't no victims here. We're gonna push every day harder than we ever have. And welcome back, Team Immortals. We are here at the Grand Poobah, the final foo-fa of this great tragedy to triumph experience with all of you. It's been one hell of a great ride. It's been an emotional, taxating thing on me, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, we got it done. We got it done with Team Immortals. The support and the camaraderie amongst the team was something that I haven't experienced in many, many years. As you guys know and watched already, which you'll see in the caption, the film below, we have experienced a 2nd place and 4th place finish at Masters USA. And let me tell you, those 2 placings at the Master Nationals is huge. You're competing with the best of the best. And for me, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to finish this 2020 season off, inspiring you, inspiring the Team Immortals, and turning this tragedy into complete triumph. And that is what we did. And one of the most amazing processes of this whole thing is how we come off of that show. There's a few days of refeeding. It's a slow refeed, and we want to try to keep what we've got for the most part. We just don't want to blow up like a hippo. And I think the refeed has done so well for the body so far. This is where we're at 3 days after. And let me tell you, Team Immortals is not looking bad. And one of the big things that we learned, especially with the NPC, is their guidelines. And one of the things that we failed on was leanness, to being lean, especially for men's physique. And that's one thing we just didn't have the physical time to do. Even though we came in with an ultra tight package, we only had 7 weeks to cut. Not only was my nutritionist having difficulties of doing it in such a short span, you know, having the neurological damage that I had, we had to be very careful and very limited to how much and when we pulled the sugars and pulled the carbohydrates. But it's definitely something that we learned that we're gonna capitalize on, and I guarantee you, Masters 2021, I will finish in the top 3 in both of those categories. Now being strong, I feel happy and I feel healthy and I feel good. Those are one of the things that is gonna ride with us, and we're just gonna keep pushing on. There's no losers here, there's no victims here. Like I said, it's time to let that tragedy go and think nothing, and I mean nothing, except triumph. What an emotional roller coaster it has been. And I tell you, I couldn't have done it without the Team Immortals and all of your support and all of you guys watching. Now, as you saw in the clip below, it was an emotional event for me. My wife had to walk me on stage. You know, it is apparent that muscularly and physically I seem to be okay, but I am fighting things that are so much farther beyond reach than any of you have experienced. You know, losing my eye completely and then having impaired vision in my other eye, it is taxating. It takes a group of people anywhere I go. When it gets dark, I can't see. And now the latest thing we experienced was what's called snowblind. Because the detached retina and the damage of the cornea, when I get any kind of excessive light, the iris, I guess, is not closing or reducing the filtration of the light. So then in turn, it makes me what's called snowblind. So walking out on the stage was extremely frustrating. It was emotionally taxating, but let me tell you, when the music came on, I knew Team Immortals had to represent, and I did nothing but think of all of you. Think about all your support. Think about everybody that was there beside me, and I sure as hell was gonna complete the mission and keep fighting on. One of the most scary things was when I did my routine and started to turn to the back, I was like, holy shinola. What if I turn around and I'm not facing the crowd anymore? So as I turned, I tried to take steps and say I took 1, 2 steps, and then think about it. Then when I turned back, thank God I was facing the crowd, and it just was amazing. The outpouring support from the NPC, I cannot talk even more highly about them, their professionalism, them able to cater to my needs and get me on that stage was just something that was just an experience well-deserved and something I can't even, the words don't explain. And most importantly, one of the biggest moments was when my teammate Meredith stepped on stage at the Women's Masters. Now mind you, she qualified for Masters Nationals in one show. So this theoretically was only her third professional pro qualifier, actually her second pro qualifier. And let me tell you, she stepped up on there and she rocked that shit. She killed it, and she represented everything and anything that we talk about of this Immortal lifestyle. We set a goal, we developed structure, and we built a budget on how to get there. And she's a prime example of what Team Immortals is gonna bring in 2021. And that being said, we have a whole lot more coming for 2021. We've got a bigger team, stronger arsenal, and our gym is coming back even more impacted. And most importantly, most dang importantly, is that we are gonna strive forward. We are gonna push above and beyond our limits and achieve things that have never been achieved before. What a great day back. What a great day to return. What an amazing, amazing trip that was. This first workout back has just been just eye-opening, fulfilling. I'm just so excited and so energized and ready for this 2021 season. And just to finish this and just put this tragedy in my back pocket and move on. Because there's nothing, and I mean nothing greater than setting a goal and fulfilling it. And that's what we're gonna do for the 2021 season. Team Immortals is gonna be all about setting goals, empowering all those around us, and striving to be the best that we could possibly be. And I hope to see you two there with Team Immortals in the 2021 season. So stay tuned for 2021 and follow the whole new episode series that's coming out. And I'm gonna give you a sneak tip of what it's gonna be. Right here. This is it. This is Team Immortal's next conquer. This is Team Immortal's next goal. And this will be the new series coming to you. Defending Muscle Icon Mountain. We're gonna come back and represent and try to take that men's overall, even at 53 years old. Age is just a number to us. So stay tuned and get ready for that, because the 2021 seasons and the episodes, Defending Muscle Icon Mountain, is something you're not gonna wanna miss. Not gonna wanna miss. It's something you're not gonna wanna miss. So at the end of the day, you better ask somebody, because you're either with the Immortals or you're against the Immortals. You choose.